Hi there, and welcome to your appointment. My name is Dr. Calliope, and I heard from our nurse that you have something in your eye. Is that correct? Alright, let's take a peek at that first. That seems rather important. Do you mind if I get closer and look around, touch you a bit? Alright, so which eye in particular is it? Okay, so you have that feeling in both eyes, right? And tell me a little bit about that. What were you doing that you have something in both of your eyes? Oh, alright. I see. We might have a bit of grit, dust, maybe even an eyelash. So, looking just at you, I'm not seeing anything. So I'm just going to pull down and up on the eyelids to see if I can see anything trapped. So I'm going to pull down on the eyelid. I'd like you to look up, please. Pulling down, look up. I don't necessarily see anything there, okay? Blink a few times if you need to. I'm going to be pulling up. Alright, so I'm going to pull up on the eyelid. You look down. Alright, just keep looking down. Strange. Alright, go ahead and blink a few times. So I'd like to get a bit of a closer look. I'm going to grab a pen left here. Now this might be a little bright, but just go ahead and look at my nose here. And I just want to see what might be going on there. See anything here, so I'm going to pull down on one eyelid. Go ahead and look up. Okay, and I'm going to pull up. Go ahead and look down. Look down, look down, look down. Right, the other side, I'm going to pull down, you look up. Okay. Up. Good. And I'm going to pull up. You look down. Down. Look down, down, down. There we go. Right. I'm going to have a bit of an even closer peek. I just want to make sure that what I did see is going to be what I think it is. I'm going to pull down. You look up. There we go. Okay. I'm going to pull up. You look down. Look down. Okay. Other side. I'm going to pull down. You look up. Excellent. Okay, go ahead and blink a couple times. So I noticed that you have a couple eyelashes stuck in the eyelid. So I'm going to use a cotton bud just to bring that out. I'm going to be extraordinarily gentle. Really, you shouldn't feel it either. So So I'm going to pull down here. Pull down, down, down. And I'm just going to use this to very gently tease it out. I'm going to use these very soft motions so that I can dislodge that and bring it away from the eye. Go. Just try to keep your eye still. Okay. There we go. Just little motions here. There. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to pull down. We're just going to tease this out. Pull down. There we go. I don't want it to go any further down. I'm just going to bring it to the side and up and over. The side. There we go. Excellent. And we're going to pin that. Okay. So go ahead and just blink a few times for me. Go ahead and blink, blink, blink. Good. I'm just going to look here real close. Go ahead and blink, blink, blink. Blink. How does that feel? Not too bad. Okay. If you'd like, I can write you a little recommendation for some eye drops just to get any of that gritty feeling out of your eye if it remains, or if you have some eye drops at home. You can go ahead and do that, and that'll help everything feel a little bit more normal, right? Okay, so how does that feel? Not too bad. Okay, so let's go to what should have been the start of the appointment, where I ask for your name and date of birth here. Okay. Excellent. And is that your preferred name? How do you like to be addressed? Wonderful. Since we have already been working with the eye, I'm just going to go in and do my normal inspection, our normal testing, to make sure everything looks okay, right? Okay, so I'm going to take a little look. I'm going to get real close here. I'm glad we were able to get that fixed really easily. Oftentimes you need to go to an eye doctor for any eye-related issues. So I'm glad we were able to figure that out in-house here. Didn't have to send you somewhere else. Okay, I'm looking at the tear ducts here and the eyelids. I got a good look at the conjunctiva, conjunctival tissue. And have you been dealing with any other eye issues? Either actual eye or vision problems? It's going to press along the eye ridge here. No, it's been all good. It's good. Okay, I'm just going to press in here. Okay. Excellent. And I am going to have you just do some eye movement tests for me. So I'm going to have you just start by looking right here. And I want you to move your eyes and not your whole head. Right? So if I could have you look up. Look up. Good, and look down, down, down. Look down here. Look to the side over here. Side, side, side. Good, and the other side. Side, side right here. Excellent. Okay, go back to looking up here. Down here. Over here. And over here. Good, and can I have you just look over here? Go diagonally up, right up here. Diagonally up. Alright, and can I have you look diagonally down here? Diagonally down. Good, and right here. Diagonally down. Diagonally down. Okay, and up here. Diagonally up. Diagonally up. Excellent, let's grab the flashlight here. Just look at my nose again. And I'm just going to be bringing this in. Good, it's going to be quite bright. I know. Just keep looking at my nose. Good. Just checking the pupillary response here. Make sure that that responds correctly. And just bring that over here. Good. Right here. Okay. Just keep looking at my nose. Just keep looking at my nose. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have you look at the light here. Okay, and just keep following this light as it comes in and out, in, out, and over here, just keep following the light in, out, in, out, in, out, and over here, keep following it in and out. Good. Over here, out, in, out. Right here, in, out, and in, and out. Excellent. We are going to go ahead and move on to looking at your ears real quick. So I have a tool here called an otoscope, and this consists of a base right here that has the battery compartment right there and our little light switch, a handy little clip here, and then we would just go ahead and screw the base, or the top in rather, and I have a little guard which can be flipped up. We can see inside there we have access right there. I keep that guard on. And then we have our little light and the hole that we look through. A little speculum that just twists on. And then we have a little light so that I can look inside your ears. So I'm going to be just taking a peek inside your ear. So let me know if any of this is painful or tender at all. And then we'll look on the other side as well. Just taking a look here, making sure that the ear is in good health, and that we don't have to refer you out to do an otolaryngologist, perhaps, or an audiologist if we're dealing with a hearing issue, perhaps. I'm going to flip that off. Have you had any issues with your hearing or with your ears at all? Alright, I'm going to do a little hearing test for you real quick where I'm going to be going softer and softer, and just tell me the softest that you can go. So as I say a word, I'd just like you to repeat that back to me. Alright? Okay, so we're going to start with normal tone of voice, white, orange, gray, blue, yellow, turquoise, amber, black, navy, pink, red, What was the quietest word you could clearly hear? Okay, well, that's fairly good. All right. Do you ever feel like you have trouble with sounds that are higher pitched or lower pitched at all? No. And do you have any trouble hearing, like in a crowd or when the radio's on, the TV, when there's other sounds around? Not so much. Okay, good. So hearing looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and grab our stethoscope then. And we are going to use this all around. So I am going to be starting with the pulse points in your forehead. We're going to hit a few different ones of those. So I'm going to put the stethoscope right here. Good. And then right here. Good. I'm going to listen to the pulse point at your carotid artery. And if I could have you just take a deep breath in and hold and exhale. Deep breath in, hold, and exhale. Good. Now I'd like to listen to the radial pulse right at the wrist here. If I could just have your arm. Okay, take a little listen. Good. Other side. Okay. And the brachial pulse right in the crook of the elbow. Right in here. Good. Right here. Let's listen to your heart. We're going to start with the aortic area, aortic valve, then the pulmonary valve, and tricuspid, mitral. Good. And the apex beat, I'm just going to map this out here. So we would have the 5th intercostal space, which I can measure from the sternum, and it's at the midclavicular line. If I just meet the two together, bring that right here. Now we're going to move on to the lungs, and I am going to tell you when you need to breathe here. So if I could just have you take a deep breath in and out. Good. Nice big breaths. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Last one. Deep breath in. And out. There. Now I'm going to be listening to the abdomen, so you could just breathe normally here. And it's going to be where I listen for a couple seconds, move to a different area. Good. Excellent. Just working my way around. That's good. Our stethoscope. Now, let's take a little look at your nose then. So, I'm just going to get a little closer. And let's just look at the structure. We'll also take a look inside. So where is my otoscope? Take off the speculum. We're just going to have you tip your head back. And I'm going to look inside of the nostril. The nasal passage. Good. And the other side. Looks good. Nasal passages are clear. No obstruction, no deviation in the septum, and no perforation. So I'm going to just test your ability to breathe through each nasal passage. So I'm going to just occlude this side. If I could have you take a breath in and out. Just like that. Breath in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. There. I'm going to occlude the other side. So if I could have you just breathe in. Breathe in. There we go. Did you feel like there was any difficulty between the two? Any issues? Okay, very good. So let me grab, I have a couple of little containers here, and these have some smells in them. Just want to test your sense of smell. I'm just going to grab that. And if I could have you tell me what this smells like. Good. Yep, that's a citrus. So I would have accepted like lemon or lime. Kind of has a mix between the two. And then this one. Okay, yep, that's cinnamon. Good. Here. Yes, mint. Oh, it's a blend of peppermint and spearmint. Some people pick out one more than the other. Now I'm going to have you just close this nostril and tell me what you smell here. Good. Isopropyl alcohol. And last one here. Okay, I'm going to include this. You could smell this one. Yep, it's that kind of chemical fresh linen smell, the kind of fresh laundry smell. Yep, very good. Let's go check up. Tongue depressor here, and I'm going to look at your mouth and your throat. So I'll have a look at the lips, corner of the lips, and if I could have you open your mouth. Don't have to stick out your tongue just yet. Just want to look at the teeth. And the gums. And the inner cheek. Very good. If I could have you lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Okay, I'm just going to support it there. Excellent. And if you could stick out your tongue as far as it'll go. Okay, and I'm just going to bring that down. Let me just grab. There we go. A bit of light there. Just looking at the throat wall. Right. And if I see any, the tonsil is present. Okay, and if you could just say ah for me. There we go. Okay. If you had any issue with tongue movement, okay, swallowing, sense of taste, none of that. Any pain or scratchiness with the throat, and any changes to the voice at all. Okay, wonderful. So I am going to test your facial nerve. So we're going to test some of your facial muscles. So if I can just have you follow my instructions here. Right? Can I have you raise both eyebrows? raise both eyebrows a couple of times. Can you perhaps raise one eyebrow? Do that a couple of times. Do you have the ability to do the other one? Me, not so much. Not as much. Okay? Can you close your eyes real tight? Open them real wide. Close them tight. Open wide. Close tight. Open wide. Okay. I'm going to have you close them real tight, and I'm going to try to open them. Alright. So just close tight. I'm going to try to open right here. Okay, so we've got good strength there. You can open your eyes. And if I could have you just smile real big and frown. Or let your face go neutral. You can't do that. Smile. Frown. Smile. Frown. Okay, very good. And can I have you just poke your tongue into your cheek here? Another side. Good. Can you do that back and forth? Just like that. All right, very good. And can you puff out your cheeks? Just a few times. Good. And can you puff out your cheeks? And I'm going to try to press them in. Don't let me do that. Puff out the cheeks. I'm going to try to press. Okay. Good. You can go ahead and let that go. So if I could have you just turn your head to one side, the other. This isn't part of the facial nerve per se, but we're already here. Just testing some range of movement. Okay. And can you go up and down, up, down. Good. Tilt the head to one side and then the other. One side, the other. One side and the other. Good. Can you shrug the shoulders? Good. Can you keep them hitched up? And I'm going to try to press them down. Good. Can you let them relax? And I'm going to try to keep them down. I want you to press up against me. Good. So good strength there as well. So we are going to test some reflexes. I have the Taylor or Tomahawk hammer here, the first dedicated reflex hammer that was ever created. Not this particular one, but the model. So we are going to just start at the feet. I'm going to use the blade of the hammer to elicit the Babinski reflex. I'm going to take your foot and run this along the sole of the foot. Okay, just run that along a couple of times. And the toe should curl generally. The other side, just run the blade along quite firmly. Shouldn't be ticklish since it's very firm. Okay, and then we're going to do the ankle jerk reflex. I'm going to hold your foot here and just strike the back of the foot. We're going to do. Good. Holding the other foot here. Get a bit of tension and strike the Achilles tendon. Good. Now the knee jerk. I'm just going to have you relax the leg here. Let it go floppy. Let it just hang loosely. We are going to just tap the knee. Okay. Other side, just tap the knee. got a good kick out of that. So now I'm going to have you just lay your arm across your thigh and let it relax. So your leg is supporting your arm. You don't need to hold it up at all. And I'm going to strike the back of the elbow. I'm going to get the triceps reflex. Just let the arm relax. The fingers go loose. Go. The other side, if I could have you lay the arm across. Let it go loose. Now I'm just going to test the biceps reflex. So if I could have you lay your arm palm up, and I'm going to hold onto your elbow, put my thumb in the crook of your elbow, and strike my thumb. I'm just going to hold your elbow here. Good. Other side. Make sure to let this arm go loose. Don't hold it up. I'm supporting your arm here. There we go. Last one. So I'm going to have you slightly open your mouth, just so there's a little part between the lips. And we are going to test the jaw jerk reflex. Put my thumb on your chin here. We're just going to right there. And ideally, nothing should happen with this. Just like that. All right, wonderful. So let's go ahead and take a little look at your arms and legs, just to make sure everything looks okay. So if I could see your hands. Okay, so they are warm and dry. And looking at the nails, look pink and healthy with no marks on the nails. Nail beds look healthy. Little half moons, very clear. And I'm going to squeeze the joints. Let me know if any of this is painful. So I'm just palpating each joint like that. Okay. Do you have any issues with your hands or arms? No range of movement issues, no pain, no abnormalities in the skin. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to be pressing on your finger and releasing. We're going to check the capillary refill. So ideally, it should blanch and then the color returns within 2 seconds. I'm going to press on each finger. And this indicates that you would have good circulation if the color returns quite quickly. Very good. I'm just going to take a peek at the hand into the wrist, and I'm just going to squeeze the hand here. Is this painful at all? Okay, very good. Take a look at the wrist. I'm just going to tap on the wrist. You feel any pain or tingling? No? Okay, good. This is a test for carpal tunnel syndrome. This is a type of Tinel test. Good. You can also do this at the elbow and up here as well. Good. And looking at the skin of the arms. Okay. Back of the elbows are clear, no plaques. and skin is all warm and dry. So as far as the legs go and the feet, we're pretty much going to be looking for the same thing. Looking for temperature discrepancies. Heat on the joints maybe. The shins can have some skin abnormalities. You get the capillary refill. And I'm just going to try to palpate the popliteal pulse, the back of the knee here. This takes 2 hands. Try to get in there. Other side. Okay, and then we're going to do the post-hip pulse. Good, and then dorsalis pedis on the foot. Good strong pulse there. And capillary refill, I'm going to do bilateral. So I'm just going to squeeze and work down the foot, the toes rather. Good, and the feet are warm and dry. Okay, capillary refill looks good. Did you have any concerns at all about the legs or the feet? Okay, all good? Right, so that is going to conclude our little checkup here. Just going to run through real quick. So we treated you for a couple of eyelashes got stuck under the eyelid. There we go. And we removed the object. And how's that feeling, by the way? Okay, that's all right. Good. So, eye drops if needed. Just some of the regular ones you would find in the pharmacy aisle at the grocery store. Good. And then we looked at your eyes, ears. We did a lot of the stethoscope, lots of auscultation. Nose, mouth, throat, reflexes, and extremities. There we go. Anything that you feel I have missed at all? Anything you think might need a look? Very good. Okay, so I'm just going to sign off here. I'd like to thank you so much for coming into my office. I'm very glad we were able to address your eye issue without any trouble, and that everything else looks excellent. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night.